Hey Jonesy Babes and Anonymous Jonesy Babes, what's up with the Rebels? So today we are going to talk about Sean Diddy Combs and Miss Thalia Graves. It takes a turn. Just keep listening. It takes a turn. And if you hear some noise in the background, I am sorry, but everybody is home. Okay. Sean Diddy Combs and his former bodyguard drugged, bound, and violently raped a woman in 2001 in a vicious attack he filmed and showed to friends. And this is set in a new bombshell lawsuit. Thalia Graves sobbed and said she is happy the hip-hop mogul is behind bars during a press conference on Tuesday announcing the legal action. It's a pain that goes to the very core of who you are, leaving emotional scars that may have never fully healed, Graves said through tears. Some of the hardest parts of this pain are the shame and guilt I've had experienced that plays a negative part in my day-to-day ability to be able to function properly. Now, in court papers filed on Tuesday, Graves accused Combs and an ex-security head, Joseph Sherman, of mercilessly raping her inside the Bad Boy Records studio in Manhattan. The two men lured Thalia Graves, who was 25 at the time and dated one of Combs' employees, into the studio where they gave her a drink laced with a drug that caused her to briefly lose consciousness. And that's also said in the lawsuit. Now, all of this is alleged, okay? Thalia Graves awoke to find herself bound and restrained before the duo proceeded to brutally sexually abuse and violate her. And that's also in the court papers. During the horrific incident, Sherman forcefully slammed Graves onto a table, slapped her, and roughly forced her to perform an act. That's also in the claims. Both men were undeterred by Graves' cries for help throughout the attack. Thalia Graves never recovered, and her emotional words were reopened on November 27, 2023, when she discovered her attackers made a video that they showed to multiple men seeking to publicly degrade and humiliate both Graves and her boyfriend, the court documents claim. She was so distraught over the discovery that she sunk into deep depression and considered ending her life. Not for the first time, the filing alleges. Graves, who now lives in Texas, never reported the brave attack to police out of fear that Combs would use his power as a hip-hop industry kingmaker to ruin her life, says the suit filed in Manhattan federal courts. But she decided to go public with her claim soon after Combs' September 16th arrest on federal charges of racketeering and sex trafficking, the suit says. Being blamed, questioned, and threatened has oftentimes made me feel worthless, isolated, and sometimes responsible for what has happened to me, Graves said as she wiped her tears with a tissue. She explained that at the time of the assault, she was going through a divorce, and so she did not get the support that I needed. That's what she said. She didn't get the support that she needed. And ever since, she has struggled in her love life, often ending up in abusive relationships. She has experienced chronic pain and sexual discomfort since the alleged attack. That's what she said. The incident left her with post-traumatic stress disorder, depressed, and anxiety, and she endures flashbacks, nightmares, and intrusive thoughts. She explained, I am emotionally scarred. I'm glad that Combs is locked up, but that is a temporary feeling of relief, she says. In her suit, Graves has asked for a judge to issue an injunction ordering the video to be destroyed and permanently barring anyone from distributing it again. She is also seeking unspecified damages. Now, in addition to Combs and Sherman, the suit names Combs record companies claiming they aided and abetted the two men, including by providing them studio space where they committed the rape. And it's also said in the court papers. Now, she is on here crying and doing all this stuff. Honey, wait till you hear about the turn of events. Now, the plaintiff lawyer, Gloria Allred, sitting beside Graves during the press conference, said, "We want justice for her, and we are looking forward to winning it. It is long overdue, but those who have caused her to suffer to be held accountable." Now, Ms. Allred declined to comment on whether Graves had been in touch with federal prosecutors currently probing sex trafficking charges against Combs, but the lawyer confirmed she is representing other alleged victims of Combs, noting Graves' case is the first suit her firm has mounted against him. Now, Allred declined to give any further details and potential additional lawsuits. So, yeah. Now, here's the turn of events. Diddy's accuser tried to bribe ex-boyfriend for $3 million to back her rape claims against Sean Diddy Combs. Now, Thalia Graves, who recently filed a lawsuit accusing Diddy of rape and recording the act, is now being accused of trying to bribe her ex-boyfriend with a 7-figure offer to support her claims. Now, TMZ has obtained text messages that suggest Graves was willing to pay $3 million to her former boyfriend if he agreed to corroborate her story. Yeah, you heard what I said. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Now, the lawsuit filed against Diddy and his former head of security, Joseph Big Joe Sherman, alleges that Graves was, raped by the music mogul in 2001. Graves claims her then boyfriend, who worked for Diddy at the time, was shown a recording of the alleged incident. Now, however, text exchange between Graves and her ex in November of 2023 revealed a different side of the story. Now, according to the text messages, Graves openly stated that she planned to sue Diddy because he's the one that has the money. She then reportedly offered the man $3 million to testify that he had seen the alleged video. And in one of the texts, Graves appears to ask her ex directly, "What do you think of $3 million?" After discussing the case, the man who confirmed the text messages' authenticity to TMZ says he interpreted the message as an attempt to bribe him into supporting her accusations. He shared that after receiving the text, he promptly blocked her on all platforms, cutting off communication. Now, meanwhile, Diddy's legal team has reportedly obtained copies of these same text messages and may use them to challenge Graves' credibility in court. Joseph Sherman, who is also named in the lawsuit, has publicly stated that he never met Graves and was not employed by Diddy during the time of the alleged assault. Thalia Graves' attorney, Gloria Allred, responded to the recent claims by stating, "It is very common that rich, powerful men and their supporters attempt to discredit, shame, and humiliate accusers who have the courage to come forward. The complaint speaks for itself, and our client is looking for her day in court." Now, with Diddy's team now armed with evidence that could undermine Graves' case, this legal battle is bound to draw even more attention in the coming months. Both sides appear to be ready for a fierce courtroom showdown as Graves seeks justice and Diddy fights to clear his name. So what do you guys think about that? What do you think about that? Now, see, this is what I think. it does make you wonder if this thing happened, okay? She's going after Diddy because he has the money. The text messages, they do sound kind of iffy. You get what I'm saying? People are going to look at her sideways. Even 50 Cent. Now, you know 50 Cent don't really care for Diddy, but even 50 Cent came through and said, you know what? He called BS on Thalia Graves. So what do you guys think about that? Now, it's messed up because now they can go through all of his victims and find out who else tried to get money from him. You get what I'm saying? So it's, oh my gosh, she just don't know what she has done. But anyway, I want to hear from you guys. How do you feel about this, this little twist, honey? I'm kind of shocked. Well, I'm not really shocked, but I'm like, Dad, now, how this case is going to go? How his cases are going to go? Because now he's going to probably like, listen, she tried it. Other people probably going to try it as well. And I also heard that some of the victims, some of Diddy victims was getting paid off, to not talk. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I also read, the other day? Yeah. So you guys let me know what you think about all of this. His mother and his daughters, they went to see him. They visited him and everything. And of course, the cameras are all in their face and stuff like that. But hey, that's to be expected. You are a celebrity. And when you get into trouble, those cameras, they don't care what your celebrity status is at that time. All they see is money, because that story is going to bring them money. So they have to pay their bills and they have to pay everything else. So yeah, they don't care about that. And they don't care if you crying and stuff like that. They trying to take pictures. They trying to get videos. They trying to be the first one to put their stories out. But, to me, it's just like, oh man, give them a break. Who wants to be filmed going in and out of court to see their pops and stuff? It's just crazy. It's like, whew. And when them cameras get into your face, they are in your face. Okay? They're in your face. But anyway, let me know in the comment section. How do you feel about all of this stuff with Thalia Graves and, and Diddy? Like, it's weird. It's kind of weird. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. I will talk to you guys later.